Wave. Come on. All right, it's up to you, man. But if you're gonna stare, at least say hi. My dear viewer, this poor man is a worker at Canada Olympic Park, and I'm about to take your damn asses down the hill, for which I need my helmet, my gloves, and my snowboard, which is outside. The beautiful ladies manning the counter tell me that they don't have to fill in how beautiful they are on their damn job applications to work here, or at least that's what I inferred from an earlier interaction with them. The weather here is shitty, but it doesn't matter. We're on a goddamn ski hill. So let's see how this goes, folks. So the goal is once again to basically get up to the top of the hill and come down the other side. Now, as you can see, there's like frost everywhere, right? I don't know how good the visibility is. And what's funny with the camera, dear viewers, sometimes it looks better, sometimes it looks worse than the naked eye. You can see kids everywhere. They're turning the lights on. You know, that's the great thing about coming out to the COP. Basically, you get to do some night skiing. So I was thinking earlier that, you know, why not pay 75 bucks and go to Banff rather than pay like 45 bucks and go to the COP. But the cool thing is, wave kids, no? All right. The cool thing is that you get to go night skiing. It's close to town. You know, it's a little dimple in the land or whatever, but still, it's not bad stuff. You're not going to have a 45-minute run like Whistler, you know, obviously not. You're not going to have some like Alpine French accent going on here either. But for what it's worth, it's not bad. If I can only remember where I put my snowboard, we can keep going. And I'm going to do all of it one-handed, just for your damn sake. So leave me a comment, please. Burton snowboards everywhere. Burton's macking it out. So I've been in business for like 30, 40 years now. Good company. All right, so on this side, if you ever come here, basically you come out of the ticket area and you can see the Olympic, what is that thing over there? Who would design something that insane just to do like big jumps off of? Can you imagine that, dear viewer? It's insane, man. It's amazing. It's so beautiful, isn't it? And like right at the top, you can see like there's clouds up there. Imagine coming down there and you're approaching like 120 kilometers an hour or some crappy thing like that. And then you got to shoot through the air just cause it's fun or something. I don't know. It must scare the bejesus out of the first guy who did it. I don't understand how we ever got to this sad state of affairs, the sad and delectable state of affairs. Anyhow, so that side, that's where you can see the lifts are in operation. And that's about it, really. These lifts are not in operation. And on this side, to your right, when you come out from the ticket area, you'll see what is it? The park, right? It's called like a little. Well, it's like a little. I got to do my. I got to do my change thing, viewer. So don't mind me putting you here in my helmet temporarily. I think I left my toque somewhere, but I think I'll be okay. I'll figure it out as always. So yeah, the moguls and all those things, or rather the terrain park. I forget what it's called. It's called like a terrain park or something. You go through there and then you've got the rail slides and you've got the half pipe and all that stuff is crazy. I used to do that stuff. I'm like going to turn 40 this year, viewer. There's no way I'm going to try it. Like in fact, when I got out on the when I got off the lift today at the top, I was actually petrified. I actually had to unbuckle and walk down. Can you believe that, dear viewer? Me, your fearless, intrepid narrator. I actually had to back down, and I'm glad that I didn't have my phone, because I would have been tempted to film it just to show y'all how amazing it is to snowboard. And really, that's the purpose of this whole episode here. If you don't ski or snowboard, I think you're missing out on a big part of life. I mean, people who ski and snowboard, they're pretty freaking fanatic about it, and actually there's a reason for it, my dear viewer. It's one of the most enjoyable things that you can ever do in your life. One of the reasons I'm in such a great mood is because I've been here since 9 o'clock in the morning, and you know, it's awesome shit. People are like so happy out here, and you know, you're getting fresh air and exercise and all of this kind of natural goodness. You want to check out my new snowboard, viewer? It's a $700 some shit or the other, and it's all goodness. Okay, so let's let's move along. So, yeah, so basically what you have is a situation where a guy like out in Newfoundland can do what I'm doing, but he's a white guy, right? And now he's on national news and stuff because he talks about the weather and all this kind of stuff. And I call myself a filmer. I've been doing it for years. I've got like 250. If you actually look to the left, you'll see my channel there, my dear viewer, down at the bottom. And basically I've got 250 plus movies on that little thing now. It's not little anymore. I just heard someone say that. Please don't tell me I'm not allowed to film. Have fun. Nice tales. So yeah, so basically somebody said that, oh yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk, my hero, Gary Vaynerchuk, he said basically, what is it? That he said that very few internet shows go past their 70th episode. Gary Vaynerchuk, he's got this program called Ask Gary V, you know, and you ask him questions. Now, who's Gary Vaynerchuk? He's an Armenian, or rather a Belarusian immigrant, okay? He's the wine guy, okay? The wine guy. If you know who the wine guy is, that's Gary Vaynerchuk. So he took out these huge wine brands with his YouTube channel, just doing what I'm doing, essentially. And apart from the fact that we both do the same thing in terms of YouTube, that's where the similarity ends. He turned his mom and pop's $2 million home business, $2 to $3 million home business, into a $60 million a year business, and now he's running what's called Vayner Media. Vayner Media like consults to Fortune 500 companies, telling them how to use Twitter and all this stuff properly, and not just be wankers and send out advertisements onto social media platforms. So Gary Vaynerchuk, he's got his show, the Gary V Show, and he's the guy who basically walks out in front of Fortune 500 audiences. Like if you go to Gary Vaynerchuk Inc. 500, or just use Gary V. I think that's his Twitter handle as well, Gary V. So he goes out there and he's swearing and he's calling them, he's like, you effers. How many of you effers, when cell phones came out, you were like, I'm never carrying one of those around, I don't want a leash. You can walk in front of me, it's all right, I don't mind at all.
Very cool.
And you know, he'll be lecturing them about different things and swearing at them and calling them names to their faces. I think it's awesome. In any case, let's get up there, dear viewer, before the battery runs out. Hello. Good. Hey, you look like, okay, don't get this wrong, but you look like you could be Simon Pegg's sister. Do you know who Simon Pegg is? Shaun of the Dead? Oh, what? I got to compliment you in a way that you like. How about you got a pretty smile? You like that one better? All right, dear viewer. So now, after taking care of dispensing with that business, what I'm going to be doing is hopefully putting on my other glove and getting to the top and not falling off. Hey man, how you doing? Oh really? Okay man, I'll do that. Got to strap on your board, dear user. So this is how this is done. Nice symbolic freaking whatever the hell's they're called. I don't even know what they're called, but they're good. These are the best ones to get, dear viewer. Just because you can just plug them in like this. It's basically like plug and play. Now if I didn't have one of these, I might be running off to the side like a whiny little sissy. So the reason you got to strap it in, dear viewer, is because you could drop your damn board onto somebody's head. These things are lethal. They're 7-ply or more, and there's fiberglass, all kinds of weird stuff going on. But they've got a serrated edge, right? The edge of the board is actually serrated metal, and you could potentially kill someone with one of these. All right, guy? Thanks, man. So there we go. I'm going to hopefully indulge you in the joys of fucking snowboarding and skiing. And once again, if you haven't tried it, you really haven't lived life. Everyone out here is so friendly, and you know, it's just awesome stuff. It really is awesome stuff. You get to see the great outdoors. You get to mess around with you know, with people in general. When I say mess around, some people think I'm a troublemaker, dear viewer. And just look at the view behind me. Huh? It's not fantastic, but obviously, you know, the higher you go, the better view you get. And then, let's say there's no view. Well, you at least have nature, don't you? You've got something. So there's lots of kids around here today. They're doing some kind of kids training school or something. I met some guy in the bathroom, and being the friendly person that I am, I asked him about something or the other. I said, you look like you're working here. See that line of kids? So they're lining up, and then they have this thing that basically takes them up to the top. It's like a mini... They're basically teaching them how to ski. They're basically turning out the next generation of Canada's Olympic gold winners. Some of these kids, like 1 in 10,000, will be really into it and will be like, you know what, I want to go for gold. And out of that, 1 out of 100 will be like gold medal material. So essentially, you're looking at about 1 in a million, I would say, you know, Canadians. So that's 1 in a million would be 30 gold winners in all. I don't know if that's accurate, but the numbers probably work out something like that. Battery low, it says. Dear viewer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. My phone's running out of battery. Look at the view over there. Now, that cool kind of complex there in the distance, that's apparently a sports complex. And look at that guy. That's the joy of snowboarding right there. That guy, he doesn't know about nothing. He's totally zoned in. He has no worries in the world. And he's just basically, hopefully not, he's not going to flip his board and flip out. As my wife would say, flip out. Hopefully he's not going to flip out. And of course, we got the Canadian flag. You know what? Every time I see that flag, I was going to say effing flag, but I would never say that. Every time I see that flag, you know what? I thank God for Canada. I thank God that I live in the greatest country in the world. I thank God that there's people with brains who realize that fighting and shouting and throwing things is not the way to behave. I thank God that when American tourists... Way to go, guy! I thank God that when American tourists go traveling, they wear the Canadian flag on their backpacks. They don't put the Yankee flag on there. You would never do that because you know you could get killed or kidnapped. There's a reason why people love Canada. I'm not even going to say there's a reason why people hate the States. And I know that the wind is fucked. So I'm just gonna strap in, and then we're gonna get going, okay? Thanks, man. All right, see how friendly people are? All right, here we go, dear viewer. This is it, make or break. Make or break, motherfuckers. Make or break, motherfuckers. All right, I know it's windy. I know it's no point talking, but I'm gonna show you how this shit is done, yo. how much fun this shit is, man? You can't even imagine. You're not even here. Wave! Wave! Let's have some hoots! Woo! Woo! Ja, Liedrikni. Yes. Did it, dear viewer. Thank you for watching and see you next time.